Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is I8skittles, and I'm here for you today. Wow, I can't even talk for the intro. That's an excellent start to the cast. Anyhow, I am here with another game from the Last Player Standing tournament, put on by the site lastplayerstanding.com. You should probably go check it out. All these games, I believe, will be posted, or at least linked on there. They'll also be posted on our channel, the Gaming Canucks YouTube channel. And yeah. So let's get into it. We'll be myself, and Kopo will be casting the early on in the series games. We won't be casting the finals, I believe. Just the first two rounds. The first round, of which is best of one, which is what I'm casting now, and the extractor chick, fancy. Not exactly, but anyhow, we will be casting the best of one and the best of threes tomorrow, which means a whole ton of videos will be up in the next few days. It takes a little bit to upload because, well, personally, my upload speed is awful. So, what we have here today is a game on GSL dual site. To be honest, I know basically nothing about this map. So, let's take a tour after I introduce our players. The teals are, I guess it's teal, it's not just blue, yeah, it's teal. In the left position is Syrupjuice, which sounds extraordinarily tasty but bad for your teeth. Gingivitis. And the other one, you have another Zerg here. The red Zerg spawning in the right position, which you could call east, right. The hand that doesn't make an L when you punch your finger and thumb at right angles. Either way, it's Kirchi, who actually has a completely different name. I will post it in the description. It's something like BboongBboongPrime. Anyways, he is a member of the Prime clan. I'm not entirely sure if he's Baboom or the other one. But he is a member of the Prime clan, which is a Korean clan, I believe. They play on the Korean server, that's all I know. And, given this tournament, both these players are in between Diamond and Grandmaster League. And now, let's start doing a tour of the map. We see Kirchi throwing down a quick little fast expansion here. He actually felt confident enough to go expansion before a pool, which tells me he actually knows a thing or two about this map. Which, you know, speaks volumes to confidence. Looking at this map, it actually has two entrances. No, whoa. This expansion is kind of like the Zelnaga Caverns expansion. Just, it's also got the smoke here. It's actually really cool looking smoke. They brought the game up. The old Steam didn't look like anything. This got a volcano and red smoke and all that looks cool. Anyhow, we're seeing the teal overlords getting over here just about the same time. The red overlord is getting to the edge of Syrup space. Syrup decided to go one base play to start off. He appears to be doing a just quick Zergling speed, nothing here. You actually see that a lot in Zerg vs. Zerg. You know, lots of quick Zerglings come out. Couple heading over here. Quick speed Zerglings. It's possible we'll be seeing a great macro game out of these guys because, I mean, it is a high level game. See, he's throwing down his own expansion now. He just decided to open up on a quick little bit of one base play. There's a waterfall here with full sound effects and whatnot. I'll turn down my sound a little bit so that doesn't overpower everything. But, look at that, the waterfall. I should turn my graphics up because they're only on high right now, but, you know, it makes for better rendering speeds. Let's continue turning them out on the map. It appears to go from, it's got a little purple stage in here, in the middle, around this cool altar thing, which looks really cool. But it has green stuff and burned red stuff. I believe Kopo talked about this in the last cast, so I'm just going to skim over it. For my own reference, it appears to have a fairly easy to take third, not necessarily easy to defend, but it's very close to your natural. It has its own ramp. And this would not be quite so easy to defend, but, you know, in its own way it's easier. The golds are in the central positions. There are only actually 5 mineral patches to this gold and a rich Vespine geyser. There's 2. What is wrong with this Zelnaga tower? Somebody said customize these oddly, but that's weird. The Zelnaga Tower is a gateway. Oh well. Whatever floats your boat, GSL. Seeing a couple Zerglings come up, poke and prod around here, not seeing much of interest. He's coming out with some roaches now, whereas there's already quite a few out for Kirchi, who is something prime, but we'll call him Kirchi. Kirchi. I don't know how you pronounce it, but we'll call him Kirchi, because I already said that, and I enjoy repeating myself. It's fascinating. As you can tell, I cast, therefore I like to talk myself as it is. Kerchi seems to be hard supply blocked right here, and not building an Overlord as of yet. Syrupjuice also got supply blocked, but he's a little bit ahead on the Overlord timing. Although Kerchi is already a full 8 supply ahead of Syrupjuice. Not a big deal, he just got that expansion out faster. Looks like there's a wide open area for large macro battles in the middle here. However, it is not so easy to take and defend a third on this map. So I would expect mainly mid-game, fairly large engagements, but nothing massive, really. Neither player seems to be progressing past Tier 1 tech. Kerchi is throwing down an Evo chamber. Always good to get, especially in mirror matchups, getting ahead on those upgrades can be vital sometimes. It can just be the absolute difference. You get +1, they don't have +1, seems to be going for +1 missile attacks. If he can get that down before the big roach engagement goes down, he could have, I don't even know, probably 2 or less roaches and completely overwhelm them, barely any losses. It's incredible the difference it makes in a mirror matchup. But that is a long ways away from finishing. Let's continue around the map. Ooh, this looks cool. Either way, it's a cool looking map for sure. It's got some innovative ideas in it. It looks like a skeleton of some sort of big snake worm thingy. Cool. So I'll zoom out so it's not too crazy. I'm still stuck on these Xel'Naga towers. This one's a red gateway. And this one is a blue gateway. And when they're taken, they become warp gates. And that's pretty cool. They have a big glowing light beside them too. And the center is moving. Cool. You know, if you looked at this map when you were high, it would be incredibly interesting, and you could probably stare at it for hours. But I wouldn't know, because drugs are bad. Another little tower here. All sorts of little artifacts all over the map. But let's get on to the gameplay, because something's actually happening now, it appears. Teal seems to be going for an infestation pit, looking to either tech up to lair, or perhaps he just really likes infestors. Whereas blue, or red, actually just finished. He's got his roach speed coming up, because he actually just finished his lair now. Teal is definitely higher on the tech tree, but blue appears to. Let's look at the economy here. Red definitely has the drone advantage here, and he's about tied for roaches, but he definitely has the supply count advantage and the drone advantage. So remarkable, they both have 6 Zerglings. So red seems to be ahead on economy, and blue seems to be ahead on tech, which is interesting because usually they go hand in hand, but not in mirror matchups. To catch up on upgrades, blue has dropped double Evo chambers. He's now getting the +1/+1 for his roaches. Again, that can make the whole difference. Just having that rather than just the +1 attack, it can make all the difference. And you really never know how that one's going to turn out. No new tech going for either of them. He's getting the pathogen glands, that wonderful upgrade that makes your infestors so much more useful. Appears to be pushing out with a rather large force of roaches. This is a lot of roaches. +2 starting to go down. Roach speed is going to finish as he's about 3/4 of the way across the map. Or maybe when he's all the way across the map, actually. Depends on how fast he goes. Yep, when he gets to the other base, it should be about finishing. Which is definitely a sign of the higher level play. This is a fairly high level game, of course, compared to what I play at and what I usually commentate. This is a lot of roaches, mass outnumber. I'm really not sure how Syrupjuice is going to deal with this. He does have the +1 as well. Syrup does not. And yeah, you're just seeing absolute destruction roll in here. There's 10 more roaches on the way. I really don't see how Syrup can recover from this. He's at less than half supply now. You know, he's getting down to a 1/3 supply of Kerchi. This is just absolute rout. And, you know, it's been a well-played game on both parts. Some good burrow micro there, just to heal up your roaches. But it's been a good game on both parts. Syrup, simply, he didn't drop his expansion until after he started opening up with a little good game, good luck, and tourney. Nice, good manners. We've been seeing a lot of that in this tournament so far. Love it. And Syrupjuice concedes the game. Kerchi takes it. We saw him drop down the expansion first, which allowed him to get the definite supply count advantage as well as the economic advantage very early on. Well, I meant to say Kerchi. I believe I just said Syrup. Anyhow, red dropped it. Syrup opened up with some one-base play, didn't put on enough pressure to deny that expansion or really cause any economic damage and make it viable, and therefore just got outmassed. Well, good game by both players, and I'll be seeing you very soon with another game, as well kopo. We got a few more to get through today, and a whole bunch tomorrow for sure. So I will see you next time.